If you are new here, welcome. My name is Jillian and I am a 27-year-old. I live in North Carolina and I am so happy you're here. If you like to go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. So today it is Thursday. It is January 15th and it is almost my bedtime. So we are going to go get ready for bed. I have a busy day at work tomorrow. Here's a whole scope of what this vlog is going to be about. We're gonna do just a weekend in my life, work edition wise. Tonight, we had a Whataburger open up about 20 minutes away. So Tim and I went there for dinner. It was actually really good. I will definitely be back for round 2 relatively soon because I was very impressed by the quality of the food. The fries, I don't know what it was about those fries. They were so good. I almost went back up and ordered more. But it was good. I enjoyed it. Tomorrow I want to say I have a solid core class in the morning. Let me check here actually. Because if that's the case, then I need to take my booty to bed ASAP. Yes, I do have a 7:30 class in the morning. I'm going to need to go to bed in the next couple minutes if I'm going to be up and do that. I think I need to pack a bag with my work clothes in it and get that situated. Also, I have to show you my dogs right now because they are so darn cute. Toby. And then don't mind my Amazon packages. I need to get rid of those. And Cassie. I know Elvis is probably somewhere. He's probably on the couch. And he's not supposed to be on the couch. So that is a losing battle. I don't know what to do about it. I told him when we rearranged our living room a few months ago, I was like, I do not want the dogs getting on the couches anymore. We had a big sectional that I let them get on. But then I wanted to bring out my Pottery Barn furniture. And I was like, they're not going to get on it. I think it lasted for maybe 2 weeks. I noticed that in the mornings when I would come out to like take them outside, I noticed that Elvis started sleeping on the couch. And it was game over at that point because he has his favorite spot. He's always had a favorite spot on that couch. I was just hoping that after having it in storage for so long, he would forget about it, but it didn't happen. So now we're back to square one. So if anyone has any tips, I would greatly appreciate it because I really don't want my dogs getting on the furniture, but it is a losing battle in the Hawkins house. So send me your tips. Anyway, I'm going to go get ready for bed. I think I've said that 50 million times, but it's time. I really need to fix this closet situation at some point in the near future because it is stressing me out. This is what we are currently dealing with right now. It is so bad. Alright, so we are going to just do black pants, a sweater, because it's going to be really cold tomorrow. Good morning. It is 6:40 and I have about 2 minutes before I need to head out the door. I am just having a little morning drink. Now I also have my protein shake that I'm going to drink on the way to class. This is like my favorite protein shake right now. It has 30 grams of protein and 10 grams of collagen peptides. It's also a chocolate flavor. So it reminds me of chocolate pudding, which I love chocolate pudding. But the best thing about it has 0 added sugar. It only has 1 gram of sugar. I'm gonna drink this as like a little pre-workout before class. Anyway, I want to do a breakdown of all the vitamins because I have really worked hard over the last year or so to research and figure out a good vitamin system for myself. So definitely want to chat about that at some point. I would do it right now, but I don't have time. I have to like leave, so I need to focus on drinking this. Okay, workout is done. My inner thighs are feeling absolutely shredded. It was diabolical what we did today, but it felt good somehow. I feel like that's a toxic relationship. But now I'm just going to get ready for work and start the day. Okay, I got home a little bit ago. I had to stop at Whole Foods on the way home to grab some meat because we are pretty much empty in this house. So I figured we'd unbox it. I got 2 bags of the Amy Lou chicken breakfast patties. Ooh, I was really excited. These were on sale, so I got some cod fillets. And then they were running a really good sale on ground lamb. So I didn't go in there for a ground lamb, but I also went in there for some red meat, a specific brand that I was looking for. And for some reason they weren't carrying it at this specific store that I went to, so I just was wandering around the market trying to figure out what my plan B was going to be. Anywho, I saw these were on sale, like a really good sale, so I got 3 of them. They're the Atkins Ranch brand. So I figured I could make something really good. Like I'm thinking like stuffed peppers or something, even just tacos. So I'm excited to try that out. I got my favorite Greek yogurt. I am a Greek yogurt snob. I will only eat Stonyfield and I will only eat the Greek kind, and I love the whole milk version. I just think whole milk is so much better for you, and a lot of people have different opinions about it, but I do not like to eat something that says non-fat. Give me all the fats. Same for my cottage cheese, which is really hard to find like a whole milk version of cottage cheese. So I try to get like the highest percentage of milk fat in it. So I didn't realize this, but Good Culture has 6% milk fat cottage cheese. I'll probably use this to put in my egg sandwiches when I make that. Otherwise, it was like somewhat of a small haul. I didn't go in for any of this, but what I ended up needing, or at least some of the stuff. Okay, well, I'm gonna talk later when there's not like this really weird glare in my face. Let me see if I can turn this light off. Anywho, for dinner tonight, I am actually thinking about using one of these and I actually have no plan for this. I have some ingredients I need to use up. So I have some carrots, cabbage, and onion. I'm thinking like a stir fry scramble situation. Let's do it. I'm not recording well, I am, but I'm not posting it. those Saturdays where I am working and it's a little bit cloudy out today. So, and I'm also feeling just a little bit slow. So we got some coffee. I have a pistachio latte, which I love anything pistachio. So I was very excited that our coffee shop was having this today. I just had my typical 9 to 5 shift today. And I have actually quite a bit of stuff I want to knock out because we're closed for MLK Day, which is on Monday. So I have some things I want to catch up on and do that and get ready for next week because I have a very busy week, which I'm excited for. A lot of exciting, fun things happening. Also, I got a breakfast croissant, which I need to open. Normally I like to do a breakfast burrito, but today I was just tight on time, so just quickly ran downstairs. But this actually looks really good. So I'll eat this for my little breakfast, and I need to make sure to hydrate because I'm drinking coffee. I feel like coffee always makes me, I always get like that caffeine crash around in 2 or 3 hours. So I need to make sure I stay hydrated on this. Otherwise, after work today, we don't really have anything going on this evening, which is nice. So I might just go back home and make dinner and spend time with Tim. I skipped my workout this morning because I was like, I woke up at 6 and I said, I just want to lay in bed and not do anything. So I did that and it actually felt really good. So we're gonna keep doing that. Have a little lunch situation. So I got some mahi tacos, which look really good. And then like a little salad situation, which looks really good as well. And then I got some cheese dip and some tortillas. So we are going to dig in because I am so hungry right now. I had that cup of coffee and now I'm having the jitters, which is just horrible. So we're going to try to fill up my body with some good food. Taco looks so good. It is Saturday night and I got home from work a little bit ago. Did some cleaning up around the house, some organizing, which felt really good to do that. And then I was like, I'm going to go chat. Also, my friend Catherine, if you're watching this, Catherine, I love you. And she has gotten me obsessed with Frescas. It is a really bad problem at this point. I have to buy them on the regular. And I'm not sure if it's just some nostalgia from spending wine nights with her and my sister-in-law, Sydney, but yeah, these are pretty awesome. So if you see this, you'll probably smile because yes, I'm still obsessed with them and I love them. And actually Tim started drinking them too, so it's a big problem in our house. I organized my room and this is like my little vlogging area. I'm waiting for some curtains to come in for this window right here, but I had these frames. I got them at like some thrift store, but I love them so much. And they were originally my guest room, but then I was like, they're in my guest room, I never get to see them. So then I put them in here and I love how they look. Anyway, I wanted to come on here and I wanted to chat about vitamins. This is really just like my personal experience. It's not medical advice. It's things I've found that work best for my body. And with that has come with a lot of knowledge and realizing what she needs and giving her a lot of grace and also just working through all of the different transitions. It really started about 3 years ago when I got a preliminary diagnosis of PCOS. And the doctor was like, she's like, I'm gonna send you this list of things to do. She proceeded to send me a massive paragraph talking about getting rid of plastic, getting rid of anything with pesticides or glyphosate, and being mindful of what foods you're eating and syncing certain foods with the different phases of your cycle. That was all brand new to me. I remember thinking, glyphosate, what is that? It really opened the door into a whole new world of a cleaner lifestyle. When I did do my research, it was so overwhelming and I couldn't fathom like all these changes that people were saying you had to make. I remember going to the grocery store and picking up my first container of dye-free and fragrance-free laundry detergent. And that was the first step. I nearly gagged at the price when I saw how expensive it was. Every couple of months, I would be like, okay, it's time to implement something new. And started getting non-GMO, unbleached bread flour and started making my own bread. You know, that continued on for years until we reached a point in our lives where really the only thing that we could cut out right now at this point would be like fast foods. But I'm very much an 80-20 lifestyle person. If you're really gonna do the whole like 100% crunchy lifestyle, kudos to you. It is not my range, and I'm also going to give myself grace in areas when it's like, okay, I have to eat something for breakfast. With all that being said, vitamins were really the one thing that overwhelmed me the most throughout this entire process, just because there are just so many options out there, and it's like, what do you choose? When you start researching PCOS, there's so many like resources out there. Really, my main goal was to reduce inflammation in my body. Because it's like when you start thinking about like, okay, what are ingredients? And it's like, okay, well, what's in my vitamin ingredients? Like, is this good stuff? Is this bad stuff? Is this something I should be concerned about? Is this going to cause more inflammation in my body than what we're trying to, you know, fix? I also had this goal of quality over quantity. But when I was researching, I researched a lot. The number one was B12. Women with PCOS it's very common for you to be low in those levels. And it also is like a good fertility booster too. So I started incorporating B12. Also, with these four that I'm listing, they are all Garden of Life supplements, which I'll link below. And part of my whole PCOS journey was getting rid of plastic, and I'm pretty sure all of the supplements I've gotten from Garden of Life have been in glass bottles, which is a huge win. I love that. It makes me so happy. Back to the B12, we started taking that, and that's been great. I moved on to zinc, and this was something I really didn't even like know much about zinc until I started researching it. But it helps reduce a lot of the markers of inflammation in your body. And it also helps with like unwanted hair growth that comes from PCOS. And so I was like, you know what, this is like a good one to put in, to put into the lineup. It also is another good insulin sensitivity vitamin. So I really enjoyed taking that one. I also feel like it helps with my immune system in some ways too. And whenever I am sick, I always take more than I normally do, just to help keep building up the system. Another one would be my vitamin D3, my good old vitamin D, which was really low when we tested it 3 years ago. And it helps with reducing inflammation. And then it also helps regulate some of the hormones too. And I really enjoyed that one. I also started incorporating just like, you know, a 10-minute session in the sun, which is great. And that has helped a lot too. And then last but not least would be my vitamin C, which I am a big advocate for vitamin C. I love that stuff. I will take it until the day I die, literally. It just helps with everything. So in October, I had a medical issue that was pretty stressful. It was very unexpected. And I remember calling my doctor and being like, I don't know what else to do because I'm already taking all these other vitamins and eating very clean. And she's like, let's just give your body a little bit more support. And so with that, we went down a very like holistic route, which I like, and I prefer that. She is a licensed doctor, so I know I can always, if I wanted to go a different route, I could. But I just like the holistic route, you know? It never hurts to try. So we started incorporating milk thistle, which that was brand new to me in a lot of ways. I was like, what the heck is this that you're prescribing me? But this one, it's great for people with like liver issues, and part of the medical situation I was going through was very much putting a lot of stress on my liver and my kidney and things like that. So she was like, let's just go ahead and put you on it for right now. I really haven't noticed any difference right now since it's been like just for like the last like 5 months, but I've still kept taking it. Another one that she prescribed would be Chase Tree, which again, never even heard of it before, but after we did some more blood testing at that time, we realized I was really low on progesterone. I had literally no progesterone in my body. And she was like, that is a big problem because you need that. And CHATTY helps increase progesterone production, which is great. Let me go find a charger because this camera is about to die. Okay, we are back. So CHATTY has been great. I really enjoy taking that vitamin. And then the last one that she recommended I started taking is the Simplex F, which again, never heard of before. But this is more for like your endocrine system. This is more for like supporting that. It's a broad support vitamin for the endocrine system. And with the other two that she had recommended I started taking, she just felt like this was like a good one just to add in. So I have been taking those on top of the other 4 vitamins since October. It is very overwhelming taking so many vitamins in the morning. I'm not gonna lie. There have been times when it's like I'm gonna take half right now and then half in the daytime, or half in the middle of the day when I feel up and ready to do this again. Because otherwise it is very, like, it's a whole handful of vitamins that you're taking. I will also say, and I really haven't researched this before even talking about it, but it's something I felt very deeply about. I had a ton of inflammation in my body. It is a little crazy thinking back on that, but I started going to therapy in May of last year, and I feel like that's been a huge help in my inflammation. One of my main goals in therapy was to learn how to reduce stress or how to reduce myself feeling so much stress in situations that really should not be stressful, but I'm making it that way. And I really believe that has made a difference in a lot of ways. Whether or not that's like medically correct or not, who knows? But it's been something that I really do feel really deeply that has helped. And that's just something that I wasn't expecting at all when I started going to therapy, which was last year. And it's been so nice. It's been a very unexpected surprise, honestly. And working through situations that normally would really build up a lot of stress in my body and then in turn cause inflammation. And now it's like, okay, we have resources, we have different coping mechanisms, we can react differently. Along with all that, those are like some really helpful steps that have really gotten me to the point where I am today. And yes, even though with that medical situation that happened a couple months ago, I really do feel so much better. And I don't take that for granted at all, because I know other women have it so much worse, and it is truly just a horrible thing to go through, and having any kind of diagnosis like that, whether it's like PCOS or endometriosis, it just wreaks havoc. Good thing is there are resources out there, and just do your research. You are your best advocate. And if you're in tune with your body, you're going to know that, okay, we need to switch something up here. This is clearly not working. And then you can have that conversation with your doctor, which is great. But yeah, so that's my little spiel on all things vitamins and PCOS. I have it is so cold and also off topic. It is so cold in North Carolina right now. It is crazy. And I think we're supposed to get snow tomorrow. Anyway, I have this cute little jacket that my sister gave me. It's like furry and it's so warm. It's like crop top. So I usually wear it when I'm like going to Pilates or something. But I was like, it is so cold back here, because I swear the vents don't work in this room. And I don't know what the problem is, because like they're clearly blowing air, but it's just not warm. But anyway, this has been keeping me warm tonight. I may end the vlog tonight, because I kind of want to start editing this and put it on the channel either Monday or Tuesday. I don't have a whole lot of stuff to vlog tomorrow. If we were to extend it, we are going to church and we're on nursery duty, which I always love that. That's like one of my favorite Sundays, spending a couple hours with the babies. But then I have to figure out, we're going to a friend's house for dinner tomorrow night, so I gotta figure out what I'm bringing to that. And then Tim and I are both off on Monday for the holiday, which is really nice. So depending on the weather tomorrow, we may like go to the mountains or something. If it's not super bad snow, which it probably won't be bad snow, but we freak out in the South about the possibility of snow coming in. But it's kind of nice. I'm excited to always have like a weekday off with Tim. It always feels very fun to like hang out and do projects, either projects around the house or we go out and we do random road trips. That we probably, the more mature version or the more mature decision would be to stay home and work on projects. But we live life once and we would rather take road trips. And those road trips usually lead us to like Virginia, somewhere up there, because we love like exploring little towns and stuff like that. It's ridiculous, like the amount of times we've driven up there just to drive around little towns, but it's really fun and they're fun memories to make with him. And I love that. And I want to keep doing that with him for the rest of my life because that's why I married him. And now I am just rambling. So I am going to end the vlog tonight because I do want to start editing it. So leave me any tips or comments on what you want to see next. I don't know what I am going to do for the next vlog. Maybe I'll do like a little grocery haul or something like that because I need to stock up on some stuff. If you want to like and subscribe to my channel, you can also follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to be better about posting on there, but I'll work on getting some like links thrown up. My goal is to be better at posting on Instagram. So if you want to follow me there, go right ahead. I'll leave my handle in the description so you can give me a follow if you'd like. Anywho, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your evening or whenever you're watching this. I hope you have a great rest of your day and I will catch you on the next one. Bye guys. Please tell me I was recording that.